Archer takes wicket on Sussex return at Durham. A half-century from Colin Ackermann helped Durham fight back on day 2 of their county championship game with Sussex after Jofra Archer picked up a wicket on his return to red ball cricket. James Coles picked up where he left off for Sussex in the morning and took his side to a competitive total of 361 all out, with him finishing unbeaten on 148. Durham's response against a Sussex bowling attack, which included Archer, got off to a good start, making it to lunch without loss, but they lost skipper Alex Lees just after the break. Archer then came into the attack and struck during an exciting spell to leave Durham in a spot of bother in the afternoon. However, Durham bounced back in the evening through a partnership worth 76 between Ackermann and Graham Clark. But the loss of Ackermann with the last ball of the day gives Sussex the edge, with Durham on 249.5 and the deficit still 112. Resuming on 322.9, unbeaten Centurion Coles and number 11, Gurinder Sandhu, were at the crease for Sussex. Coles continued to play nicely as he produced a delightful shot down the ground off the bowling of Bas de Leede. Coles then used his feet to launch one down the ground from George Drissel, but the spinner wrapped up the innings just 3 balls later, bowling Sandhu for 8, leaving Coles unbeaten on 148. Alex Lees and Emilio Gay were tasked with kicking off Durham's response, and they started in a serene manner. Archer then came into the attack and nearly had Gay with his first ball, but Lees was finding things a bit easier as he played a nice on-drive off the bowling of Sandhu, which went to the boundary. Gay, who initially found life tough against Archer, managed to break the shackles with 2 boundaries, one through point region and the other off his legs. However, Sussex struck back after lunch as Lees went for 34 when he edged a delivery from Finn Hudson-Prentice, and John Simpson made no mistake behind the stumps. Hudson-Prentice continued to probe and offered few opportunities for run scoring as Will Rhodes and Gay consolidated after the wicket. Meanwhile, Archer gave Rhodes and Gay a working over with some short stuff, but the Durham batters weren't falling for the short ball ploy. The England man changed plans and got that vital wicket as he trapped Gay in front for 37, prompting a big celebration from the 30-year-old. Archer's second spell of 6 overs went for just 8 runs, so Durham decided to take the game to Carson as Rhodes and Colin Ackermann picked up a couple of boundaries to relieve some pressure. Rhodes then played a glorious straight drive from a Robinson ball, which went to the boundary, but he then chipped one straight to Daniel Hughes at cover for 24 to hand the economical Hudson-Prentice a second wicket of the day. That brought Durham's Oily Robinson to the crease before tea, and he decided to take on Hudson-Prentice,